A fragile peace, the Treaty of Versailles and its aftermath. The First World War ended in 1918 with the Treaty of Versailles. This treaty, meant to ensure peace, instead sowed the seeds for another war. Germany, blamed for the war, faced harsh penalties. They lost territory, had their military severely restricted, and were burdened with massive reparations. This humiliation fueled resentment and instability within Germany. The German economy struggled under the weight of reparations. Many Germans felt betrayed by their leaders and yearned for a return to strength and national pride. The Treaty of Versailles also redrew the map of Europe, creating new nations and igniting ethnic tensions. The seeds of future conflict were sown in these unresolved disputes. The League of Nations, created to prevent another war, proved ineffective. Lacking real power and the will to enforce its decisions, it failed to address the growing crises in Europe. The rise of extremism. Fascism and nationalism take hold. The interwar period witnessed the rise of extremist ideologies, particularly fascism and extreme nationalism. These movements thrived on the economic turmoil and social unrest that followed World War I. They offered simple solutions, scapegoats for complex problems, and a return to national glory. In Italy, Benito Mussolini's fascist party rose to power, promising order and strength. Mussolini's regime glorified violence, suppressed dissent, and pursued aggressive foreign policy aims. In Germany, Adolf Hitler and his Nazi party exploited the widespread anger and resentment following the Treaty of Versailles. The Nazis skillfully used propaganda to spread their message of hate, blaming Jews, communists, and other groups for Germany's problems. The Nazis promised to restore German pride, rebuild the military, and create a 1,000-year Reich. Their message resonated with many Germans who were desperate for change and a return to greatness. German aggression, from Rhineland to Poland. Emboldened by growing strength and the weakness of other European powers, Hitler tested the limits of the Treaty of Versailles. In 1936, he sent German troops into the Rhineland, a demilitarized zone bordering France. This was a direct violation of the treaty, but France and Britain hesitated to act. Encouraged by the lack of a strong response, Hitler continued his aggressive expansion. In 1938, he annexed Austria, claiming it was a rightful part of a greater Germany. Again, the international community failed to take decisive action. This emboldened him to pursue even more aggressive territorial ambitions, setting the stage for the invasion of Poland. A web of alliances, the domino effect of treaties. The alliances formed in the years leading up to World War II played a crucial role in escalating the conflict. These alliances created a complex web of obligations and commitments that drew nations into war. The Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, a non-aggression pact signed between Germany and the Soviet Union in 1939, shocked the world. This pact secretly divided Eastern Europe into spheres of influence and paved the way for the joint invasion of Poland. On the other side, France and Britain had pledged to defend Poland's independence. When Germany invaded Poland on September 1, 1939, France and Britain declared war on Germany, fulfilling their treaty obligations. This triggered a chain reaction, drawing other nations into the conflict based on their own alliances. The complex web of alliances meant that a conflict in one part of Europe could quickly escalate into a wider war. This system of interlocking treaties designed to prevent war ironically contributed to its outbreak. Appeasement and its failures, emboldening Hitler's ambitions. The policy of appeasement, adopted by Britain and France in the 1930s, aimed to avoid war with Germany by making concessions to Hitler. Rather than satiating Hitler's appetite for conquest, it only emboldened him. The Munich Agreement, ceding the Sudetenland to Germany, stands as the most infamous example. The failure of appeasement taught a harsh lesson. Aggression, if left unchecked, only breeds more aggression. The spark ignites, the invasion of Poland and the outbreak of war. The invasion of Poland on September 1, 1939, marked the beginning of World War II. After securing his eastern border with the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, Hitler felt confident enough to launch his attack. Poland, though determined to resist, was ill-prepared for the might of the German blitzkrieg. The German army, equipped with tanks, planes, and artillery, swiftly overwhelmed the Polish defenses. On September 3, 1939, after Germany ignored their ultimatum to withdraw from Poland, Britain and France declared war on Germany. The Second World War, the deadliest conflict in human history, had begun. The invasion of Poland was not just another territorial dispute. It was the culmination of years of unresolved tensions, failed diplomacy, and the dangerous ideologies that had taken root in Europe. The world watched in horror as the continent descended once more into the abyss of war.